Hi guys, thank you for tuning in for this video. This is something that is going to be geared specifically toward my beginner friends, because there are so many people, I think, that look to YouTube as a great learning tool for learning makeup, and there is no shame in being a beginner no matter what age you are. I think it's never too late to become interested in makeup or to learn new skills. I continue to learn every single day that I log on and watch somebody's video. So I mean, we're all, learning at different levels, but for those of you who are just starting out, I feel like I field a lot of individual questions from the personal messages that you guys send. You give me a little background about your skin tone, or what, if you have problem skin, what you're dealing with, and you basically want to know, what do I need to get started? And so I want to build up sort of a series. I know I'm all about doing these series. I don't know why, but I think it gives you guys an idea of what to expect. What sorts of videos I'm going to be turning out in the near future, as opposed to maybe just kind of not really knowing what to look for. So, and plus you can watch a whole chunk, like for example my Laying the Foundation series. If you want to know a lot about how to use foundation, you could just sit and watch them all and see what you like best. So for this series for beginners, I want to start out with some of the best eyeshadow that I think works well for beginners. And keep in mind, many of you, when you ask me these questions, you say, I want it to be easy to wear, I want it to be cheap or inexpensive, not necessarily made cheap, but an inexpensive product, and I want it to be readily available, not something that I have to search through, order, or any number of things. So what I've got here is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got like 6 different eyeshadow palettes. So we're focusing on some good beginner's eyeshadow palettes. If you're building up your collection, 2 or 3 of these. I mean, I'm not saying you have to get all of these. You can see what colors appeal to you, and then you can go from there and make your own choice on what you might actually want to purchase. But just thought this might be of use to some of you. So the first one I'd like to mention that I think is a great eyeshadow palette is from CoverGirl. And allow me to open this up here. This is a loved palette. I tell you, it's gotten a lot of use. The color is on this palette is Golden Sunset, and it's a 3 kit from eye enhancers from CoverGirl. And what you get is, you're going to have to go a lot on my description here, because I don't feel like you're getting a lot of accurate color here, but this is a goldeny brown tone kit. And this color in the middle, you can see that's been pretty popular for me. That is the color that I use actually as my highlight color every single day, because it's got a little bit of a bronzy tone to it, and if you've used bronzer on your skin and then you use that color up there, ties the whole look together, as opposed to using a really light white highlight. Just doesn't look natural. So anyway, but all these colors are good. You get a nice goldeny yellow light shade, and then you've got that nice coppery bronze, and then a good medium brown. And all these shades have a little bit of shimmer to them, and that definitely makes it easier for blending, I think. I think shimmers are much more forgiving as far as blending goes, and if you're just starting out, that's definitely, you want something easy to apply. So that is the CoverGirl eye enhancers in Golden Sunset. This is in stores. I mean, I know a lot of these, sometimes these little palettes get discontinued and whatnot, but I happen to know this one is still in stores. I've gone through so many, especially going through that middle shade. So anyway, I'll have to get through these kind of quickly, so forgive me if I'm going too fast. But the next one is from Wet and Wild, and it's the Wet and Wild Mega Eyes in, what is the color? That is the question. Oh dang, I'm not sure if this has the color on it, but oh well, we're going to talk about it anyway. I'm going to be pretty specific when I talk about these shades. This is one, look to this middle shade. If you're out shopping, that middle shade is like a deep maroon, okay? and it's got a little bit of sheen to it. I wouldn't call it shimmery. I'd say it maybe has a slight pearl finish. And then you've got a taupe shade, which I like to think of as not really brown, but with tones of gold and beige. And then up top you've got a pearly light pink shade, which is actually somewhat matte, I would say that shade is. But the key here is this dark maroon shade in the center. That's a very flattering shade on eyes, and I didn't realize that up until, I don't know, maybe year or so ago, a couple years ago, was when I really realized, hey, that looks good, and it looks good on almost anybody. And it's a deep burgundy tone, and there's something about it that really warms you up. It warms up the eye area. I don't care what color of eyes that you have when you use that, as opposed to using gray or using you know, just a deep matte brown. Something about that really warms up the face when you use these colors. So, gosh, I wish I could tell you what kit this is. There's not a number or a color on here to be found. So doesn't that frustrate you? But these Wet n Wild trios do have these neat little mirrors, nice size mirrors that pull out. But yeah, just look for these shades. It's got kind of a maroonish, a taupe, and a light pink. Moving on. Let's say we want to make it really easy, and we want to go 2 shades, because you can do an eye look in 2 shades, no problem. And one of my favorites for this, and I used this in my quick and easy eye tutorial, I think it was, it's from Jane. It's the Be Pure Mineral Eyeshadow in Red Rocks. Now, disregard that name if you feel misled by it, because there's nothing red really about this. What you've got is a light, kind of a dirty champagne shade, I would say. It's like not quite as outwardly shimmery as a lot of champagne shades are. It's got a little more beige to it. And then the shade right next to it is kind of tough to explain. Think medium brown with a little bit of plum mixed in. It's that shade is sort of, it's mostly matte, I would say, and it makes a great contour shade, because, and it's so easy to use because look, it's not all that dark. It's really not, but yet you still can contour with it. In fact, I think I have, I'm pretty sure, I can't even remember quite what I used on my face today, but I am pretty sure I did use that shadow as my contour shade today. And you can see you're getting color with that, but it's not hard to use because it's not so dark. So think about that one. That's Jane Be Pure Mineral Shadow in Red Rocks. Okay, got a few more to get through. Next, I think I just recommended this to someone who had asked me. It's the Maybelline Quads, and if you look closely, let me open this up. This particular quad, which I think they're making them all this way, if you can see, they have little words on each of the pans. One says lid, crease, brow bone, and outer corner. Now, can we get more, you know, that's really easy when they lay it out there for you like that. And another thing I like about the way Maybelline is doing these palettes is not all the shades are shimmery. Not all the shades are matte. This shade right here, that's pretty shimmery. But then you've got your lid shade that is matte. This outer corner shade is matte. And this brow bone is, I'd say pearly. Not quite so shimmery, but more of a pearl shade. Great palette just for straight up browns. I think this is really good. Easy to use. This one is number 22 Chai Latte. No, it's number 22 in the Maybelline Expert Wear eyeshadow. Next, oh gosh, I gotta hurry. This one from Revlon is number 14 Nude Elements. Just good shades of taupe, medium brown shades and whatnot. A nice little champagne shade, and one shade in the bottom that is actually a medium smoky blue shade. And then if you're feeling advanced, if you want to work with smoky eyes and you're a beginner, get the Jane Zing Mix and Match palette in City Tones. You've got black, wonderful black shade, a light pink, blue, silver, white. It's 6 colors, and it's great. Great for smoky eyes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it can be of help to you, and thank you for watching.